Wired to the cloud. Welcome to our Microsoft 365 training series. As a gold certified Microsoft partner, we will walk you through the latest updates, tips, and tricks for Microsoft products.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. We are the first Wednesday of September already. That means it is the next edition of our Lunch 365 series. So today we are talking about visually appealing newsletters, presentations, and documents with Sway, Microsoft Sway. So this might be one that you're a little less used to using, or maybe you haven't used it quite as much. And if you have, you might learn a little bit more here today, but we might be able to introduce it to you today. So with me today, I have Lisa Niekamp-Irwin. She is the president and CEO of Tomorrow's Technology Today. And as always, I am Amy Spriggs. I am the director of marketing strategy. I will be the one watching the comments. So I will check the comments. We are currently live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So I will watch the comments for all of those. And if you have questions, go ahead and leave those there and we will do our best to answer them. If you are watching the replay of this, feel free to send us a private message and we can answer it there, or social@ttechT.com. So without further ado, we will get started. Lisa, it's up to you now.
Thanks, Amy. I thought today would be a great way to show you some of the new ways or the different ways that Sways come about. So Sway is kind of like, is that presentation online media kind of tool that you can use in your business. So I thought I'd share with you some of the ways that we currently have been kind of strategizing to use this and make some changes as to how it looks in our media presentation. So one of the things Sway talks about is, using it for your newsletter. I totally believe in that printed newsletter, but also I thought it'd be nice to kind of kick it up and take my printed newsletter and then maybe make it electronic. So the first thing I'm going to show you here is our newsletter. And one of the things they say is you can import your PDF. And with that, it'll kind of, do a smart look through it and make it into your newsletter. Well, depending on your newsletter, and ours is a little complicated, kind of want to show you here, with it having different, layout, flows to it, it didn't import very well. So I'm going to just kind of show you what the import of that kind of looked like. I kind of massaged it a little bit here at the beginning to kind of take a look at, how would it import and how much more time would I have in making it work right. And as you can see, parts of it are really good and other parts of it are awful, right? Especially like, getting into this section where this is where we have our repost of Lisa Recommends. And then we have in here some apps and different new products. So, it didn't import the best. But up here in the corner, you can go back to your Sways, my Sways. And what I did was I then started doing it manually, importing. And so what I'm doing is I started copying from my printed newsletter from Publisher, here in Publisher, highlighting the articles and then pasting them in here. And this has worked really pretty cool. So here's kind of how I started it, with the header, copied in our header. There's a section where I do what's new, and then I pasted in the article for that. And then here's our main article for our printed newsletter. It's time for a refresh for cybersecurity trainings to do with all employees. And so in that one section there's a big reminder, the human error accounts for 95% of the successful cyber attacks. So kind of had that kind of pulling in from the side and then continue to paste in other parts of the newsletter. So in our case, using the starting from scratch kind of worked better than pulling in our PDF. Now, once I have this set up, we can save it as a template. And then with that template, you can create your new based on those templates. And I did that wrong. Yeah, you start from your topics, or you start from your templates. Maybe our templates. So if you save a template, once you get your newsletter set up, you can then easily copy and paste every month as you change it. Another way I'm utilizing this is I get some infographics from various vendors, and I think it's a lot of them look great printed, but I can't always get them out to people printed. So I pulled this image in from our security awareness company that helps us with security awareness training, and so I was able to take this image now, and I can share it this way. Instead of just sending them a PDF, I can share them anyone with a link, get the visual link, and then I can share that in an email and use that as part of education as to how to help with some security awareness. Another really neat part to Sway is they talk about internal newsletters. So we started a quarterly news brief. So basically, all I have to do is take this template, and then I highlight the things that's happening for that quarter. And you can actually paste in like graphs. If you create a graph in your Excel, if you're really savvy and you're using PowerPoint or you're using Power BI, you can actually embed those links into here, so then it dynamically will update. So I'm going to do a play here of this. So this can go out to our employees. So kind of into the summary, what's new. We can do client highlights. We can paste in, copy in like their logo, some pictures from it, any important information about that. And then we get into our quarterly initiatives, and then our progress for our goals. Where are we going? Just a kind of a chart to give you an idea of, so that they can see where the actuals are and where the goals are going. So they can drill into that more. And then there's the different challenges and opportunities for that. Another way I use Sway is with reporting some information to a vendor of some issues that I was having with one of their products. So I just kind of dummied up this one so that you could see. I didn't want to actually use that one. It had some information I probably shouldn't share socially here. So I just dummied it up this way. So what I did was, you can take screen captures. Then here's the first error. This is what I'm finding, and you can just take your screen prints, paste those in, put a little text by it, and then they can see the results. It kind of walks them through. I think it's an easier way than making that great big long email message that, you paste in all of these little things and, talking about it in there. This makes it easier for them to walk through and also share to others.
As someone who's very visual, I'm a very visual person. This is a great way for me to see something like this, because this helps me see exactly where you're talking about, what error you're seeing, and to put it all together. So I think this is a fantastic way to use this.
Yeah, it's a little, you can't actually do a snippet and paste it in. You have to save your snippet as a file. Okay. And then you can just drag your, as long as you save it to a directory, you can always keep that file explorer open, and then you just drag it in. So kind of an extra step there. Hopefully they'll get to the point where you can just paste in, but it's always evolving. So,
well, the good news is we can send that tip into them and ask them for that. And likely it's already in the works, but they do like to continually update these products.
Yeah, so those are kind of some of the cool ways that we've been able to really take a hold of Sway and kind of thinking out of the box with how to use it.
Yeah. Awesome. So it's one of those, like I said, it's one of those tools that's in your Microsoft 365 account that probably not a lot of people have used. I can say I personally haven't used it a whole lot. Looking at this, I'm like, I really need to. I need to use this a little more. There's some things here that I would love to do. Coming from the marketing side of things,
Yes.
you get so used to using the tools you use, right? And there are so many different tools out there and things available that might be even better, that are worth exploring. So if you haven't already been using Sway, we encourage you to try it. If you do come up with questions or you need something, ask us. We will help. And if we don't know, we can find out. That's one of the great things about being a Microsoft partner. We get to have a direct line and kind of, talk with them pretty regularly and make sure that we are helping you the best way we can.
The Sway is actually part of everybody's subscription that has the online applications.
So yeah, so chances are you have it. You just may not have even been using it. It's one of those, there's several. I mean, we could go on for days at the number of apps that are out there, right? There's so many, but this is just a really cool one that we wanted to make sure that you were aware of, and that was there because there might be someone on your team that would love to use this and really be able to thrive using this. So it's worth checking out.
And of course, I tried to flip over into sign in to show you the apps, and I don't think it likes to do that whenever you're on a video.
It doesn't love it when we're going live and screen sharing. It takes it a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Anything else on that, Lisa?
Nope. That's I just kind of wanted to share the things
Perfect.
that things kind of thinking out of the box on different ways you can use your Sway and how easy it is to click and create.
All right. Well, perfect. So one of the things I want to remind you of, you can always go to this website, tomtechtoday.com/lunch365, and you can see what our coming events are. Now we're getting to the end of the quarter. The next event in the series is the last of the quarter. That is September 21st. And that one is easily managed tasks across Microsoft 365. And then we will start over for Q4. And we've got, I think, a little bit of fun for you in Q4. We're going to do some things a little differently. And hopefully you'll love what we have coming. So we still plan on going live or having a live event every first and third Wednesday of each month. So that schedule will be coming soon. And if you look at this page, you'll be able to find it there. You can also offer up ideas for future webinar topics on that page, and you can sign up for reminders. It sends you just a quick reminder 1 hour prior to starting. You can get text reminders or email reminders or both. You can also always reach out to us at social@ttechT.com and ask questions there as well. All right. I think we're good to go.
Thanks, Amy.
Have a great day, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.